Afternoon. Lola,
Hi.
it's good to have you.
It's great to be here.
Tell us your full name.
Lola Papula.
Ooh, that is an interesting
I
name.
left out my middle name. I don't like it.
Yeah, don't. Okay, fair enough. That is how we start today.
Yeah.
Welcome to Emeka Conversations, episode 3, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I found you were introduced to me by a friend.
Yes.
I like to talk about that bit because I think it's important that people know that you are real humans.
Yes.
We talk to real people on this.
Yeah.
And this is called Emeka Conversations because it's where we get to have conversations that will educate, enlighten, and empower people. And I always talk about that. That means education. We need to acquire knowledge because there's so many ignorant people in our world that feel the need to always say stupid things and agree with stupid things. So we got to educate them. Mm-hmm. Then we moved from education to enlightenment. We don't want to just educate people. We want to help them acquire the knowledge enough for them to think for themselves.
Yeah. Yep.
And then moving from that, we go to the empowerment, which is where we try to empower people to act.
Yeah.
It's not enough to just, I guess, be educated, acquire the knowledge. You need to be able to really understand what it is you are thinking through, and then have some information and knowledge to act on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you thought you would join me to do a little bit of that today.
Yes. I love doing all of those things.
Amazing.
So, yeah, I'm excited.
I know you're a lawyer. Tell me more.
So I am Nigerian.
Are you
I'm
really?
a Nigerian Australian. Didn't you know that?
No, I did not.
Oh my gosh, I thought you knew that.
I did not. Your name is Lola.
You knew that, right?
I legitimately didn't.
my
Most
gosh, I thought you would've-
Nigerians have like a Nigerian name, like a
Okay,
really
Temi
strong...
Lola, but that's not on my birth certificate.
Oh, now so you're like Yoruba.
Yeah, I'm
Oh my
Yoruba.
God, I just said it in the most white way.
That's how I say it.
Yoruba. All of the Nigerians watching this episode will crucify me.
Yeah. I often
Yoruba.
get corrected on how to say my own name.
Yeah, my bad.
By my aunties, uncles, mum, all of the things.
Yeah, it's like mine though. I'm Chukwuemeka.
Yeah, okay.
That was like the Igbo way to say it.
Yeah.
Instead of Chukwuemeka. I can't even do it with a straight face. I know. They'll get mad.
Yeah.
Get really mad. Anyway, so you're Nigerian?
I am Nigerian, born and raised here in Australia.
Very cool.
I love Australia. I love Nigeria. I'm heading there shortly, which
Really?
is exciting.
Good luck.
Yes. Thank you.
I mean, it's a great place. Actually,
is.
I have an episode coming up soon where I talk about Nigeria.
Okay.
And how good the properties there are. In that episode, I show a $560,000 house in Australia and a $560 million house in Nigeria, which, by the way, sounds like, that's a huge discrepancy.
Yeah.
But it's the same amount.
Exactly.
It's like literally the same amount.
It's just a different currency.
It almost is dollar for dollar.
Yeah,
560,000 Australian dollars is the same as 560 million naira.
Yeah.
Anyway, and if you look at the houses, my God.
I know. They're incredible.
I know. One's like a palace.
Yes. Literally.
The other one-
gated all the way around.
I know.
Incredible.
Yeah, marble from ceiling to floor.
Yeah.
But then you see a $560,000 house in Australia
Completely different.
and you're like, what have I done to myself in life?
Yeah.
It's-
You're like, make it make sense. Which is probably why a lot of people that have lived in Western countries go back to Nigeria, build
100%.
houses there, and then like go back and forth.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's luxury living.
Exactly.
For that amount of money,
Yeah.
jeez.
Yeah.
And we made it so normal. Australia government, we see you. Mm-hmm. So I'm having
watching.
I know, you guys have ruined the country badly.
Literally.
You made it suck for all of us. So what I'm doing is I'm getting like an architect builder who is Nigerian, but is a builder, registered an architect in Australia.
Okay.
And a building engineer from Nigeria. And together, they're going to tell me why.
That's going to be interesting.
I know. Okay, so...
So I was born and raised in Cairns, here in Queensland. Cairns, sunny Cairns.
Does that explain the colour of your skin?
Potentially.
Or the fact that you're just African? I don't know.
That's also, I have 3 sisters.
Wow.
all
Where
over
are you
Australia.
placed?
I am number 3. No brothers, just sisters.
Jeez.
Yeah,
What
I
a fun
know.
household.
Yeah, it was wild.
Wild. I was all boys, no girls. So
Oh,
quite
okay.
the
No
opposite.
sisters. How
Yeah.
many?
2 boys. There's now a third one.
Yeah.
He's young though. He's
Yeah.
like 3 of us are adults and
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
basically like a child. it's like 10 years old.
Yeah, right.
Like it's bizarre.
Yeah, wow.
Anyway, things that happen in life.
Get your mum on. I'm sure
Come,
she's
Mum.
got some wisdom.
Yeah, I said, I mentioned her the other day on the episode. Something came up about African mums. I was interviewing the feral koala, JP. I was showing you the episode before.
Yeah.
And he said something like, we're talking about swearing and why swearing is not good.
Yeah.
And he believes that Paul used to use very strong words in the Bible, like calling people dogs.
Yeah.
And I was talking about the fact that I really like, I actually really enjoy when people drop the F-bomb, but at the right time.
Okay.
Like, there is a right time. Like,
Right.
if you're really angry. Anyway, then he asked me if I should swear, and I said, my mom's watching.
She won't be happy with that.
It won't go well for me.
No.
So I thought I shouldn't.
Yeah.
So here we go. What got you into law?
It's funny. I don't remember necessarily saying this, but I remember my mum telling me when I was a young child that I said to her, I want to be a lion. And I kept on saying that because I couldn't say lawyer properly. But that was what I was trying to get across.
Yeah.
But I always said that as a child. And I've always had a passion for advocacy in some sense.
Great.
I can be a little bit argumentative because I like to have interesting discussions.
Great.
And it kind of just seemed fitting. I was thinking what I was going to do throughout high school. Obviously, having Nigerian parents, going to university is a non-negotiable. So, but that wasn't. I wasn't just doing it because I felt like I had to. I wanted to.
Yeah.
Because I've always had that passion for advocacy in some way.
Yeah.
And so law just seemed like a fitting option.
Yeah. And you made it all the way through?
I made it all the way through.
I found uni really boring.
Yeah. Look, it was not fun. But you got to do what you got to
education
do.
feel so lame. It's not funny. Education is supposed to be exciting.
Exactly.
Right? We're literally educating you right now.
Yeah. I think it's the different forms of education.
Yeah.
You've got to find what works for you. I mean, having to read copious amounts of text in one go can be a bit exhausting. I like to sort of listen to things more.
Okay. I did software engineering, computer science.
Yeah.
I learned a lot of what I needed to learn probably in the first year. Second year, I blodged for most of it. And then somehow, I don't think I turned up to like one single tutorial for third year. And
Oh my gosh.
they gave me the paperwork anyway.
Oh my gosh. That's incredible.
You've transferred that passion that you have for arguments and advocacy to the framework of dealing with some of the plagues that our society is currently facing. There we go again. Why did I have to say plagues?
People are going to have something to say about that.
What is a plague?
It is.
Have you seen the madness?
It is a plague.
Anyway, so tell me that journey. What transitioned you from this to that?
The transition started probably in 2020 during COVID.
Okay.
So that was...
Me too, by the way.
Yeah,
Literally.
I think that's the case with a lot of people.
They kicked off a lot of us in COVID. Like, we were just
Honestly.
laying there, loving life.
Yeah.
Swimming on the weekend, hanging out with family, and they had to awaken the hive.
That really, I guess, catapulted my deep dive into understanding how the world works and what's really going on.
Yeah.
Because
that's the question, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had so many questions and I was
What's
like,
going on?
What is actually going on here? And so I had to go looking for the answers because I wasn't getting them from... Or I wasn't, not that I wasn't getting them, I wasn't getting answers that were what I would consider to be complete truths.
Yes.
So I said, something doesn't seem right here. My spirit was telling me there's something not right.
Many of us.
Yes.
Where our spirits were like, oh.
Something is not
wake
right.
up.
Exactly. Your intuition knows.
Yeah.
And so I started looking for answers.
Okay.
And what I found was unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I think it just unraveled so much.
Yeah.
And it got to a point where I just couldn't really sit back and say or do nothing about the things I was finding out.
Okay.
But that wasn't immediate. That took some time because I wanted to, make sure the conclusions I came to were actually correct and that I wasn't sort of being misled.
Yeah.
So that took some time and I needed to, go on that journey.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
It's crazy, right? Because during COVID, I think like what really alerted me, I remember driving to Gold Coast, with a friend of mine, and I was telling him how like I'm definitely not getting vaccinated. That is never happening. It's really simple for me. Like if you wanted me to drink this cup of water, right? And you brought the cup of water and you dropped it next to my table, you're like, can you have a drink? I'll be like, cool.
Yeah.
I'll have a drink.
Sure.
Maybe right now, maybe a bit later. And no, I'll have a drink. If you bring the cup of water and then you put it in my face and you're like, drink it.
Yeah.
I'm like, sure. I will put it down. And you're like, no, drink it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. And you're like, I said,
Drink it.
freaking drink it. Yeah. I'll be like, mate.
You're like,
what's in the water?
that's it. Yeah. Why do you need to sell it to me? It's like, if I want the water and I know the water is going to be good for me, I want the water.
Like, water is naturally good for me.
Exactly.
Right? So I don't need you to shove it in my face.
Exactly.
But the woke agenda, unfortunately, that's where they went wrong. But you know, it's really interesting because I want to really connect a point here, right? We were talking about last week, I mentioned the fact that one of the things that the world has to be very careful of is that what happened during the COVID phase was, I do believe, you know, conspiracy theorist.
Yeah.
I do believe it was them testing to see.
I agree.
Can these people be massively compliant?
It was a compliance test.
Yeah.
1,000%.
And I went, hell no.
Yeah.
Have you met me?
Yeah.
I'm black and from Nigeria. I mean, they're going to come for us. They'll be like,
Yeah.
are all the black people who are like super into refuting everything Nigerians? We should wipe them out.
There.
we should genocide all of them.
Yeah,
I
it's wild.
shouldn't say that too loud. But anyway, I was just like, yeah, okay. So I'm like, I'm not doing it. And I really feel like, so they managed to test it and they were like, yeah, it is a thing. We can get mass compliance.
Yeah.
But they did it too quickly.
Yeah.
And too many people noticed.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. The cracks were showing.
Yeah. Too many cracks got shown. Well exposed. And so they're like, we probably need to like do it slowly this time.
Yeah.
So they're doing it again.
Yeah.
It's really slowly now.
Yes.
Like it's the frog in the pot.
Yeah.
Turn up the heat.
You keep turning up the heat little by little.
Yeah.
And then.
Yeah. I wonder how many frog in the pot experiments they did in the lab before they decided that this will work on humans.
That's a very
good
good point. Yeah. I don't even want to know because I'm
right?
just like, oh my gosh.
Poor frogs.
Yeah.
But we are the poor frogs now.
Exactly right. I mean, the humans were we were the case study.
Yeah. So we're like, nope, you and I,
No.
and quite a few others.
Many people.
Nope.
Many people. Yeah.
We're not getting bald in this pot.
No.
No way.
No.
I'm not an idiot.
Yeah.
But you can try and get rid of me or something. It's not going to happen, though. I know I say that a lot. Like, I know that something's coming.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like me prophesying my Charlie Kirk moment.
Oh, don't say that. No.
I'm super unafraid of death, by the way.
Well, I don't think you should fear death.
Yeah.
Because we know what's on the other side.
Exactly.
So.
I love Jesus.
Yeah.
So
absolutely. Amen.
I'll
Me
be
too.
fine. Also,
Yeah.
I like my father passed away when I was super young. So like death is like, okay, you die. And then what?
Yeah.
So okay, do your worst. That's literally like the worst thing that they think they could do.
Exactly.
So do your worst.
Yeah. And I think what I was looking for during that time and have been looking for ever since is seeking the truth.
Yeah.
And that sort of unraveled a lot for me. I am a Christian.
Yeah.
I love the Lord.
Yeah.
And obviously I know that his word is the truth and that's the ultimate authority in my life. And so it was a really good chance for me to, I guess, reestablish my relationship with Christ at that time. And I felt as though he was doing a lot through me and has been preparing me for a time such as this.
Yeah.
And,
all of us.
Yeah,
actually,
all of us.
Such as this.
Absolutely.
For our Daniel moments.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're not going to eat it.
No.
We want veggies.
No. Exactly.
No, me. There you go again. Another big word. Anyway, I'm going to start counting them now.
You're going to have a whole list of comments saying, stop using that.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'll give them a dictionary.
Yeah.
If they know
Get a
how to
little
use
thesaurus.
it. It'll probably be all the leftists that don't know how to use the dictionary because they're uneducated.
Well, that's the good thing about, this podcast and other platforms out there to get the information to people, because once you know something, you can't unknow it.
Yep.
So
the search for truth.
That's exactly right. And in a world full of so many lies, we need to counter that with getting the truth out there.
Yeah.
And also encouraging people to stop being afraid of saying what is true.
Yeah.
Because truth is objective.
100%.
So
there's no subjectivity about truth.
It's not.
Yeah.
So,
Like, am I black?
right?
Am I an African?
Yes.
I mean, argue it if you want, but I am.
Exactly.
It doesn't change it.
It doesn't change it.
You moron? I've also been told not to insult people, so.
No, we don't insult people. We educate them, inform them with what they need to know, and that's how we change the
world.
culture. Yeah.
I will say the whole truth thing, by the way. It's really important for people who have decided to go on the journey of re-establishing the firm nature that is truth.
Yeah.
To realize that the fight might feel unfair because the minority that is loud are very loud.
Yeah.
But the fight isn't unfair because truth can be compared to light.
Yeah. Yep.
And there is no wrestle between light or darkness. There just isn't.
Yeah.
The minute light shows up,
Yeah.
the darkness is gone. Like, it doesn't have a choice.
Exactly.
It's like, I'm going to fight you. I want to be dark.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
can't.
yeah. No.
So, like, truth is, like, the exact same. All you have to do is say it unashamedly. Like, when the light goes to turn on, it doesn't do, like, a fluorescent bulb and flicker for a bit. We don't use those anymore. We are LED now.
Yeah, no, those days are over.
Yeah, so there's probably, like, young people watching this that are like, fluorescent?
Yeah.
What's that? It's like a gas in a tube, and it's excited by a, that's my engineering coming.
That's
out.
more your forte.
Electrics. Yeah, yes, that's my
your
thing.
area.
But anyway, so yeah, like, I think all they have to do is speak it.
Yeah.
Just say it.
Yeah.
You let the truth be known.
Yeah.
And then leave that to do the rest. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. And that's why it's working, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
I already started getting the hatred. It's only been like 4 weeks.
Yeah, wow.
Loving
that
it.
shows that you're being effective.
Yes.
Because,
Yeah.
I think that's what happens when
Yeah.
the truth is being told. People want to try and push it down.
Yeah.
And usually the best way for people to do that is to throw insults instead of actually attacking the argument.
Yeah.
People just resort to ad hominem attacks.
Or scream so that you can't be heard.
Yep. Yep. But the truth is always louder than that.
100%. You just have to say it.
You've got to say it.
Too bad if you don't like it.
Yeah.
If you have your own subjective version of what is just objective and you can't change that fact.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see it all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so where has your search for truth led you to?
So, where it's led me to today.
Yeah, like where you're right now in that
Where
journey.
I am right now is I am proudly advocating for the pro-life movement.
Cool.
I had a full, what I would consider to be an awakening to what the abortion industry actually is.
And how bad it is.
How bad it is. Probably only a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And prior to that, I always thought, I kind of had in my head an arbitrary line. I was like, okay, maybe up until 6 weeks, 12 weeks, that would be okay for me. I don't really know why that felt okay, but I think in my head, I just was like, okay, maybe it's so early on, it can't be that bad.
Yeah.
And I had someone that I used to work with sort of challenge me a little bit about that at lunch one time. And I still remember this conversation so clearly because he was asking me so many questions and I was struggling to really defend my position. And I walked away from that thinking, maybe I need to think a little bit more about this because if you're going to make a statement or you're going to take a particular stance, you should be able to defend it. Yeah. But I couldn't do that. Yeah. And that made me think there might be more to this. Yeah. I need to look into this a little bit more.
Yeah. Isn't it worth kind of even exploring a little bit more in the sense that I have definitely seen, like, we were talking about this before, how, the leftist movement, and I liked something you said, they've become so, what's the word? Like, just, they've been given all this information, brainwashed with so much lies that they don't even know why they believe it. They just believe it.
Yeah, that's it. And I think that's the mob mentality is just believe what you're told.
Yeah.
Don't ask any questions. Yeah. If that's the viewpoint of the majority, just run with that. Yeah. Anyone that has a dissenting view, they're an extremist, they're a bigot, a racist. Wow. All of these sorts of things. Don't even listen to what they're saying or allow yourself to have, allow yourself to be challenged. Just completely reject it.
Just yell.
Yeah. Yeah. Try and talk louder. And
it's so weird to watch them like, can you not be a normal human? Yeah. Just what? Stop
just engage
nonsense.
in the conversation, Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's how I was able to change my mind because I actually was open to listening to what somebody else said.
Yeah.
And I wasn't so ignorant to think that I knew everything.
Yeah.
And that I couldn't possibly be wrong about something, which is so untrue because, people will get things wrong.
Yes.
That's just human nature. You're not going to be right about everything.
Yeah. I love something though, because it feels to me like that significantly so, those conversations, when you have them, you might really be, it might be a struggle to get that person to the other side of listening at first. Yeah. And I really struggle even coming against the person, because I think it's really important to recognize that a lot of these people are not even themselves, like who they are, they actually are, who they've been created to be. And this comes from our faith perspective, right? Because there's a scripture that talks about the fact that we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers. So the deception has become so strong and so, it's a lot. It is. That we get so, it's hard to not want to come against the person.
Yeah, yeah.
And I do a fair bit, so I admittedly, I get in my emotions too, and I'm like, you degenerate. That's like my favorite line. Yeah. But it's important to remember that, like, we are with these lies and deceptions that have been told so much that has permeated the mind space in our culture at large. We're not coming against people, and so sometimes we can't get through to them. And the biggest thing that I think the enemy does for them is prevent them from listening in the first place. Yeah. Because if they could listen, a part of who they really are can come out, who is actually connected with the ultimate reality, their true creation, creator. Yes. And if that can happen, they can start to get united. So what that the principalities of the power do is literally prevent them from listening. That's why they just yell.
The information cannot go in. Therefore, they're always going to have that viewpoint. Nothing's going to change it when they don't want to, or when I guess they're trying to reject any counter opinion or counter point of view.
Reject truth.
Reject the truth.
More often than not.
That's what it is. And I think what you said is so true. It's not necessarily the individual that's the problem in a sense. It's we're dealing in a spiritual sense with good versus evil. Yeah. And so, as much as it can be frustrating trying to have these conversations with people that just don't want to hear it, it is the result of mass deception. Yeah. So there needs to be some grace to a certain extent for some of these people that just simply don't know. Yeah.
It's difficult because I genuinely, I want to throw stones at them sometimes, but even Jesus said, who has no sin
shall not cast the first. Is it?
It shall cast the first stone.
Cast the first stone.
I certainly have some sin. So and this is the difficult part, right? Yeah. So it's because it's like you need to change, and no sin is acceptable. My sin, your sin, and your belief, your opinion, the way you think, all of that is class of sin. And the simple reason it's class of sin is that it is not right. It is not conducive for humanity, for the sustainability, not of my life, of your life. Yes. Like, this is good for you.
Exactly.
Like, the amount of stories and things I hear that people talk about the fact that, whether it was taking puberty blockers at a certain age or going and making these life-altering decisions of their body because, hey, my body, my choice, right?
Yeah, that's the classic slogan.
And the regret that comes out of that later on, because that's not how you were created to be. Exactly. Go figure.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's
so
true.
It's very hard to come against the evil or the falsehood that is being recreated as subjective truth, while still accepting the person as loved, cared for, and I actually want you to be near me. I want you to be a part of my life. I actually don't hate you because you are created in an image that is far beyond anything you could even imagine.
Exactly.
And I want you to be a part of. And okay, so let's pivot that back to the conversation about the abortion. Do you reckon? I was exploring this idea the other day. Do you reckon that has to do with why there is a fundamental passion almost to destroy life now?
Yeah. I think that truthfully is at the crux of it.
Yeah.
It has gone so far south
Yeah.
That now there is no reverence for life. People don't have any, they don't equate, humans with having any sort of innate value.
Insane.
It is scary
Very
hearing what
insane.
some people will say.
Yeah.
I'm almost like, how did we go so far? But it's not, it's not a surprise when you think about it because it's all happening incrementally over time.
Yeah, all of it at once.
Exactly.
Everything that is good is now bad. Everything that's bad
It's
is now
just
good.
like you're just seeing it before your eyes. The complete dehumanization.
Yeah.
Unraveling, and it has snowballed.
Yeah, the value of life is gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
I was a youth pastor for a bit. Even at that point, I definitely was like, I went through that phase where I was like, yeah, maybe it is okay in certain circumstance, like before the baby is starting to become human. Like, I don't know how I defined that in my brain at the time, but it's like, okay, when it's like still, like before it starts to feel
like
pain,
sort of thing, pain.
Yeah, before it starts to feel pain, like while it's almost like muffin out of the egg.
Sure, yeah.
But I was definitely like, okay, the minute it starts to look anything remotely to do with human, what? No.
It's like, that's crazy.
Yeah, and I mean, regrettably, I've definitely gone past that ideology of that I had, regrettably so. I mean, I regret ever having that ideology because of those opinions that I held then. But because now there is definitely a higher emphasis for me that is placed on the value of life, right? Tell me about your kind of, because I've seen some of your work, and there's a lady you're kind of really connected to. I see you talk about a lot of what she does. Yeah. Dr. something?
Dr. Joanna Howe. She's amazing.
Yes, she is.
Yes,
yeah, she's fighting. She's a
she
fighter.
She is. She's leading the movement here in Australia.
She's been enlightened.
She has.
Yeah.
She is a weapon.
Yeah, and I see you're backing that. And
yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So doing that through BirdFlip.
Cool.
That's myself and 6 other girls.
Is that the like reverse of flip bird? As in flip the bird, as in you're saying F you to the woke.
Well, you could take it that way, but it's flipping the script on the abortion narrative that abortion is pro-women.
Yeah.
So just countering what, a lot of these pro-choices have been saying. We're showing the other side that often gets pushed away.
Yeah.
And the other side, that is the truth of what it actually is. So we're not sugarcoating it. We're showing it how it is. We're telling people, this is what abortion is. This is the harm it does to the child, undoubtedly. And this is the lasting impact it causes to women.
Yeah.
So
how is that pro-women?
Exactly. You would think every feminist would be rallying behind us.
Like, how is it? Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's what's even more wild? Like the idea that our society, like there's so many important things in our world that we could argue about, talk about, fight about.
Yep.
But like you have this insane movement at the moment that's like, I want to be able to kill babies.
Yeah.
It's my right. And it's like, yo, chill. Okay, I know Charlie Kirk was asked a question like, let's say the situation of rape or incest or like very unfortunate events, things happen and people go down that path. And it's like, okay. And I remember watching this video where Charlie Kirk says to the person who was asking the question very violently and aggressively, by the way, and he says, okay, let's put all of that aside. Yeah. Let's say for a second, I accept that all of those are fine.
Sure. Yeah.
You can, in the case of rape, incest, like all of those, and you're talking like early days, let's accept that. Yeah. Like, first 6 weeks, we accept it.
Yeah.
Why are we so passionately advocating? Because let's say anything that really has crossed that, and I don't know the perfect science on this, but let's say once it crosses that 6 weeks mark or even 4 weeks mark, it's life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why have we so become passionate about murdering it?
It's amazing. It's mind-blowing, actually. Because, the reality is, from the moment of conception, that's a human being.
Yeah. So
from that very moment, there is a unique human being that has been created. Nothing can ever replicate that human being. So from that moment, it's a human life. So it would be wrong to do that, right? But I have seen the college debate that you're referencing where, he would ask, okay, so if I allow it in rape, incest, I think those are the main two that he
Yeah,
refers
I think
to.
he did medical conditions.
Or medical conditions, or
the life of the mother is actually at risk.
Yeah.
Not like the newest version of the life of the mother is at risk, which is basically like, my life is a risk, okay? You told your GP that. Okay, go tell the psychologist.
Yeah.
My life is a risk. The psychologist goes, how? And I don't know. It's just, I feel like it's at risk. And the psychologist, you know what?
Yeah.
You're right. Your life is at risk.
Yeah.
That's... No, like medically at risk. So,
yes. Okay. No, I completely understand you. So he said if we allowed it in those 3 instances, would you then think it would be right to criminalize all other circumstances where a woman would want to get an abortion?
Yeah.
And oftentimes the response is, no, but it's still her choice. Yeah. Which actually just shows you that it doesn't have anything to do with those 3 circumstances that you mentioned.
Yeah.
It's just trying to push the narrative that this is somehow an intrinsic right that another person has to kill an innocent child.
Because it's
their body, their choice, which is fundamentally incorrect, because we know that the moment a woman is pregnant, it's not just her body.
Yeah.
There's obviously another body inside of her, hence why she's pregnant with a child.
Yeah.
So that argument just crumbles immediately.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because when you ask people that, they often will just revert back to their original position, which shows you that they're not actually concerned about those 3 scenarios.
Yeah.
They just want to push abortion.
Yeah. And that's
they want to be able to kill children in the womb.
Yeah. And he's so passionate about it. Why are you so bad? I don't understand.
It's scary.
Like, it's like, it's my body. I have to. If you don't let me. And now we're hearing that in, like, there are places right here in Australia, maybe even right here in Brisbane, where, like, we are talking full term.
Yes, it is legal. So
crazy.
It's wild. So after, I believe it's 23 weeks and 6 days, so it's sort of at that 24-week mark.
Yeah.
As long as there are 2 doctors that sign off on the abortion, so you need to get the medical consent from 2 different doctors, a woman can have an abortion for any reason. Psychosocial reasons are included, which could be how she's feeling. Exactly. Yeah. So I know people don't want to accept that is happening, but it is happening and it is allowed.
Well, I'll tell you how much worse that is, right? Because if you go to an abortion clinic, I perceive that there are 2 doctors there who work there because they make bank from doing these procedures. Yeah. And they literally just exist there so that they can go, I sign off, you sign off, let's get it done.
Yeah.
In the one place.
Yeah.
So it's not like there's no legitimacy to it. Like there is no, like, you got to go through a proper process, a proper psych evaluation. You got to see that doctor. They've got to be from 2 different places.
Yeah.
Completely different, maybe even completely different practices.
Sure.
They've got to be in alignments. They've got to be certain markers that they tick off. Let's put a great amount of value on life.
Yeah. Yeah. And let's also tell the woman, here is a list of the side effects that would happen once you do this. Yeah. They won't tell you that.
Yeah, well, I mean, we saw a while ago in Victoria, if you try to do that, you get arrested.
Yep. So
it's like, why though?
It's wild. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Why?
I just want to tell her that she have other options.
Exactly. And wouldn't that be exercising your duty of care to the patient, to give her the full information that she needs so she can make a fully informed choice, not just be told, get rid of your child, all your problems will go away. Yeah. We know that's not the case.
Yeah. Not at all.
It's a cover-up.
Yeah.
And so it's dangerous. It's very dangerous territory.
That's what is actually dangerous.
And it always results in the killing of an innocent child.
Yeah.
And it leaves the woman with, in most cases, severe trauma after that experience.
I feel I need to atone for all my sins, and one of the ways I'd like to do that someday is to have a really, really big house where instead of you aborting your baby, you let the baby be born and I'll be their father. Yeah. To like heaps of babies.
Right.
And I'll just have all these children. It'd be great.
Yes. It would be great. And there are people out there that want to care for these children. Yeah. And I completely can see that there are women that will find themselves in very stressful, dire situations where they're not supported. Yeah. The boyfriend or husband has left them. Yeah. They're panicking. They don't know what to do. And that is awful. Yeah. We need to support those women as much as possible. And so a lot of what myself, Joe, the team, what we're doing is trying to arm these women with the resources so they can actually get the real support they need instead of falling into the trap.
There's only one
choice. Doctors will tell them or what the mainstream is telling them. and to kill their child where they're not left with any support.
Yeah.
That's not a solution.
Yeah.
And that is always a tragic circumstance.
Yeah.
Whereas actually offering real support, real solutions, real options,
Yeah.
that's far better.
Yeah.
And that's better for everybody involved.
And, I was watching something, I think it was Two Worlds Collide. We just name drop all these people all the time. Support us.
I think I've heard of them.
Yeah, he's good. He's very good. He's quite an advocate as well. And I think he was talking about the fact that on the men's side as well, the guys need to have ownership of this as well, right? Because it's like...
men have to step up.
We do.
Yeah.
We do. No matter what our feelings and thoughts and opinions are about, what is this going to mean for me? To be a father, to be whatever the circumstance might be. Yeah. You just got to own it.
You've got to own it. And
I can't stress that enough.
I made a video about this the other day, saying to the men, what sort of what perception are you creating in her head of men in general if you just don't take responsibility for your actions and you leave her to go and sort this out herself. That's not what it means to be a man, to walk away from your responsibilities. In a situation like that, you need to step up and do the right thing. Yeah. It takes two to tango. So it's not fair that men will come at these women and say, well, it's up to you, whatever you want to do. Yeah. That's not right.
It only makes you a real man when you're willing to take ownership
take responsibility.
Yeah. And I think that's where, manhood is died, like real men.
Yep.
We are dying off bit by bit.
Bring it back.
We sure do.
Yeah.
And I think maybe that's part of the work movement where they actually don't want real men to exist anymore because it might put a real dent in the narratives that are the agenda, the propaganda. Yeah. Because if men were to be like, hang on a second, I got to question that.
Yep.
Don't know if that's right.
Yep.
I'm worried about this one. Mm-hmm. Like imagine that many men are standing up and doing that and how much they will really have a hard time achieving their mission.
Exactly. And I think that's something that we have seen is the attack on men and trying to weaken them, feminize them. Yeah. And that's causing a lot of problems because then they sit back, don't do anything. Yeah. And then we see the hyperfeminism take over.
Yes.
Which is causing so many other issues and everything's very unbalanced.
Yeah. Super unbalanced.
So
even since coming to Australia, I'll tell you one thing that's quite prevalent in Australia, right? One of the things I notice, it almost always feels like the woman, especially in Western cultures, like the saying, happy wife, happy life.
Yeah.
It's like there's this subjective approach that the woman's got to be happy, and it's been created from the narrative of, I guess you call hyperfeminism, where it's like women have certainly absolutely now believe that they run it. Yeah. And if I'm not happy with it, it doesn't happen. Like that's such a fundamental flaw in the reversal of roles. Yeah. Where and that's not according to the original design, right?
It's not. Yeah.
And you find that I will say one of the highest reasons for marriages that will fail has to do with when those roles start to reverse and the man doesn't have his place. Yeah. Because it's like it's a fundamental. Yeah. A man knows that he's loved when he's respected. Mm-hmm. His thoughts, his opinions, and he could be wrong, but you dare not, what you are not supposed to do is be like, you're always wrong. Yeah. And that is undermining and that is disrespectful.
It is, and it's very unnatural.
Very unnatural.
Come at that, sort of, for a woman to come at that very masculine, dominating. Yeah. But you can't say that these days because people will say, no, like.
Toxic masculinity.
Yeah. But it's just unbalanced. Wrong. Correct.
I just like to say wrong. It's all my favorite terms. Whatever. Wrong. It's not how it's meant to work. If we go back to the original design, we find that things start to work better. Yes. For my favorite term, the sustainability of humanity, or is conducive for the long-term longevity of humans. It's my thought.
Yeah, I agree.
So in that journey that you are, and I think we're nearing the end because I think we're nearly there. It's been a good conversation.
It's been great.
It's been fun. Yeah. So, okay, what's next? So you guys are about to do some things in the space?
Well, in terms of immediate things coming up, we've got National Life Summit happening in Brisbane in November. So that's next month.
Cool.
That's going to be really exciting. That'll be the second one that's been hosted.
Yeah.
And that'll be a great opportunity to get, more people that are, sort of waking up to what's going on, get them around other pro-life people so they can arm themselves with the knowledge to go out and be advocates in their own sphere.
Yeah.
Because I think everybody has a part to play. It doesn't necessarily mean on social media. We need people everywhere getting the word out so people know what's going on in this country and around the world.
Yeah.
There's almost 80,000 abortions per year in Australia alone. And that was from stats from a couple of years ago, so we don't even know how high they could be at the moment.
So that's the amount of lives that we are now advocating that we must end.
Absolutely.
And not add to the world.
Not add to the world. I mean, think of how many people in this generation are not here because of abortion.
Sustainable for humanity.
That's what people seem to think, which is interesting because I'm thinking, well, how is civilization supposed to continue if we keep on erasing humans?
I mean, I've heard, conspiracy theorists a little bit, but I've heard that there are a mob of people.
Yeah.
And I'm really starting to believe it because,
I know where
if
you're going
it
with
seems
this
like
one.
it's true, it probably is. That are firm believers that we are overpopulated and they need to diminish the amount of humans here. And when they do, those that remain will exist solely to serve them.
Yeah.
But you're not God. So
that's it.
That's a fallacy, and it's never going to work. I can assure you, whoever you may be watching this in whatever Illuminati or otherwise, it is just never going to work unless you become the ultimate creator of the universe, which you're not.
Which is never going to happen.
Remind you, it's never going to work.
Yeah.
But give it a go, though. See how it goes for you. Wrong. Just wrong.
No, it's so true. But, it's good because what we're seeing at the moment is people are, getting curious.
Yeah.
The tide is definitely turning. There was a rally just a couple of days ago in Sydney.
Yeah.
Thousands of people showed up for that.
Amazing.
So the movement's growing.
Yeah.
We're getting the word out and we're going to keep going until this is completely eradicated. We don't want this happening. This is not right.
Yeah. There definitely, for me, I think the advocacy there is that there needs to be a lot more consideration and a lot more understanding and respect for the sanctity of life than there currently is.
We need to bring that back.
Yeah.
The sanctity of all human life, both in the womb and outside.
Yeah.
That needs to come back. We need to bring back what is good, true, and beautiful.
Yeah.
And we need to push back against these lies and this deception that is quite literally destroying an entire generation of people. It's particularly the young people that have been sort of indoctrinated by this. And so that's why, we want to get the word out to everyone, of course, but we also want to really focus on getting young people armed with the knowledge that they need so that they don't fall victim to this deception that's happening. Yeah,
good.
Yeah.
I am passionately behind that. I mean, I don't know the stats enough about this. As you can tell, most of my advocacy is more around politics and just general politics and whatever the hell that's going on there.
Yeah.
And
I will add that this is it is a political issue in a sense because there's a lot of politicians that are pushing for this in very scary ways. I mean, there's an MP in Victoria, Georgie Purcell, who wants to increase access to abortion. So she's just released a draft bill where she's going to bring that into Parliament soon. So we're doing some campaigning there against that because that's just wild. She wants to increase access to abortion. I mean,
I'm going to increase access to the right to murder.
Yeah.
Everyone, give us an applaud for that one.
It's unbelievable.
Man, speculation. It's not really a speculation. This is more, let's envision something. Imagine me as a politician. I think our politicians are so spineless. If I ever was a leader of this nation, jeez.
Things would turn around pretty quick.
Literally, if you put something in front of me that is not conducive for the sustainability of humanity, I'll just say, wrong, tear it up, get it out. I will lead this country like I did my company. It's not right, get rid of it.
Yeah.
It's got to go.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, you want to put it through like all the red tapes and all the bureaucrats so that they can spend a year, 2 years wasting money coming up with the same solution that I just told you about.
Exactly.
Except completely wrong, and it will still be the wrong thing. Yeah. No, we're not doing that. No, we're just going to stop right now. Yeah. It's literally that simple.
It's that simple.
They make it seem so complicated.
Yeah. And I think a lot of these politicians forget that their job is to be a public servant.
For the people.
So you are to serve the people, which 100%. Means if the people aren't happy with what you're doing, you need to do the right thing.
Yes.
We can't put all of our hope and faith into these politicians because we know a lot of them, unfortunately, they don't have that sort of moral conviction. So they just do whatever keeps them there.
Whatsoever.
There's no compass.
Yeah. So what's that lady's name?
Who?
That lady, the member of parliament that you mentioned before.
Oh, Georgie Purcell.
Georgie Purcell, I have a word for you. You work for us.
She does.
You work for us, man. Not for yourself and your workers' ideology and whoever the hell has convinced you that it's a good idea.
No, it's
and
awful.
I tell you right now, the silent minority who are no longer going to be silent, we do not agree or want you to do that.
No, we do not.
The jury's out and we've now decided you work for us.
Just have to remind them that that's their duty. They are public servants.
Yeah.
So we as the members of the public have a right to push back against these politicians and hold them accountable
and you have an
for what they do
and
don't do. So
you do. They do.
That's it.
Have an obligation to listen to the pushback.
They do.
Yeah, but they don't. So we will make them.
We will.
We'll turn up to their house. No, we won't. I don't know where any of you live.
Make it to these rallies, stand up, get the word out, and, do what we can do to change things around.
And let me remind you, and I think we'll close with this, right? Revolutions around the world have started when the leaders of a nation don't listen and people have enough.
Yes.
Every revolution ever, that's how it started.
Yes.
Right? So you see what thrusted America into what America is now today was birthed from a revolution, right? Of when their leader, the king at the time, gotta love the whole no king.
Yeah, jeez. I know. I've been seeing that around. I haven't really
you guys are
looked into it too much yet. But
anyway, but it's like when people have enough, they will stand and they will refuse. I mean, we saw it even in present day in Nepal.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
The people have enough because their leaders don't listen.
Yep.
And they go, we've had enough because you don't listen.
Yeah.
And we're about to cause trouble.
Yeah.
And that will make you listen.
Yeah.
We do not want it to get there. We just don't.
No.
We want you to be civil.
Yes.
And not act like we're a bunch of lunatics who don't know what we're talking about.
No, that's it.
Because from where I stand, you're a lawyer, pretty educated. I don't know. I got some qualifications.
Of course.
And I think I'm educated.
Absolutely you are.
And we're not idiots.
No.
We know what we're talking about.
Exactly right.
Also, we've been gifted with intuition.
Yes.
And when we feel like something is not right, it probably isn't right.
That's exactly right.
And they undermine that. They think they can just tell us to shut up and we'll just agree.
Shut up and comply. That's what they want us to do. Said, no, we're not doing that.
I am more than happy to do that, but only if the law isn't fundamentally abusing the fact that it needs to be in line with the long-term sustainability of humanity.
And we can call it out when there are good laws and there are bad laws.
There are terrible laws.
And we have some really bad ones right now.
Yeah, so many. And we are going to squash it.
Yes.
That's our
what
mission.
We're doing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, it's been great to have you.
Thank you so much. It's been fun.
I've loved this conversation. It's going to be excellently fun. I think this might be the first conversation that I'm sure we have a million things to talk about.
Yes.
And I'd love to be a part of the movement that you guys have in however and whatever way I can support. Dr. Joanna, if you watch this, let's talk.
Yes.
I want to know all the actual things you've done.
Yeah.
Because I see what you're doing and I just like, geez, man.
She's amazing.
And this podcast is certainly starting to go places. I'm already getting insults. I mean, actual threats.
Wow.
Jeez,
oh my
sad.
gosh, really?
Hilarious though.
Yeah.
Keep them coming.
Well, like I said before, that shows you're being effective.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But it's been good to have you.
Thank you so much for having me. This is great what you're doing.
Go us.
Yeah.
Mob hand. For those who don't have the bravery to sit here and have this conversation and have your face be seen all over the internet until they stop us. And by then we'll have our own FM station or something.
Yeah.
Our own TV station where they can't shut us down.
No, there's no way.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So for those who can't, it's time that you support us. It's time that you subscribe to what we're doing. It is time that you follow, go on Lola's. We'll put your thing at the bottom here so people can follow, like, subscribe, all the good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.